Go interactive with
me, Kelly. So there's a couple of things missing here from the playground at Transfer Beach.
Yeah, over the years, the weather and time has had its effect on the wooden structure. Over there on my left, we had a clatter bridge that started, and it was all built out of 4x4s and chained together so the kids would run up it, and it clattered around and stuff. But because of the movement and stuff and the wear and tear on the chain, that had to be taken out. And in front of us, we had a belt bridge. And again, the weather and age, it deteriorated, and we took that out. We have people that have taken playground courses and stuff, and they keep coming down and checking on it, and the wear and tear. And
but there's a solution. You guys have a plan.
We have a very expensive plan, but we do have a plan. This summer, we plan the Kinsman Club with the help from Rotary and other community groups, the Eagles, the Healthcare Auxiliary, and the town, and lots of community groups and individuals. We're raising funds to rebuild a new playground down here at Transfer Beach, and we're close. But we're still fundraising, because the more we raise, the more goodies we can add for the kids and the families.
Let's have a look at those goodies, because you guys got some plans.
We do have the plans. There isn't as much wood in this for a couple of reasons, and the main one is the maintenance. Because when we're done with this, it will belong to the town, and so we try and keep costs down, and so there won't be as much upkeep. We're going with a wood fiber play surface, and instead of the rocks that we have here, the gravel, because it's easier for wheelchairs and people with crutches and grandmas and grandpas with bad knees. That they can walk on. The pea gravel, they can't walk on it. So.
And speaking of people in wheelchairs, they can also access the playground.
Yes, it is planned just like this one. We wanted it as wheelchair or as accessible as possible. These two swings here, which are being sponsored by the Ladysmith Healthcare Auxiliary, almost $14,000. They're accessible by wheelchair, and it's totally accessible all the way up around here. Up through the main structure and over to the slide, and they get to have fun as well. We want as little downtime as possible because it's so popular. The plan is the middle of July, and then have the opening for Ladysmith Days, which is the August long weekend.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
So, well, that's the plan, and we hope that we can stick to it.
Hello, my name is Natanya Waddell, and I'm the current manager of the Qualicum Beach Museum. And we're here today to let you know about the exciting changes that have happened on this site. So in the last few years, the board behind the Qualicum Beach Museum has worked really hard in making this place a very welcoming place, building on the success of those that came before them, and making it more exciting, making it definitely more accessible is what we want to do here. We've just reopened up after 7 months being closed for some major renovations. It is phase 1 of a multiple stage renovation process that we hope will take place over the next 5 years. One of the big changes is 3 years ago we did an oral history project, and that whole exhibit has been brought from upstairs to the first floor of the Macintosh building. We've opened up the inside of the museum. The paleontology is still there to welcome you when you enter. But there's been some tweaks and changes with that. And on the second floor of the museum, we've made changes to all our exhibits. They are the same ones in the sense that we still have our general store, our old schoolhouse, and a little bit about the 100th of our local train station that just took place last August. We've changed our front doors. They're brand new glass-etched doors done by a local artist named Paul Crawford. So we do have the dog salmon, as Qualicum means where the dog salmon run, and other sea creatures, as well as the top part of the doors represent the horizon that we see here from the museum land. We have a brand new portico as well. Then the wood was donated to the museum by one of our current board members, Chris Burnt, and the result is actually stunning. Basically, we're here to say welcome everyone. Come on over to the museum. We're open 5 days a week, Tuesday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and we're ready to show you around.
Go interactive with
Jocelyn. This is Raymond, and for those of you who don't know who Raymond is, he's the editor for us at Go Island. And today, Raymond is doing something he hasn't done in 20 years. Raymond, what is it?
I'm getting a haircut.
And there's something specific about you getting your haircut today. Why is that, Raymond?
Well, my father passed away in 2012 from cancer, and for quite a while I've been wanting to donate my hair to cancer.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Liz, what's sort of the process for someone who wants to donate their hair? What are the steps that they do?
Well, usually they would come in here and we have these envelopes and a list of various different companies across Canada where their hair can be mailed to. They have different specifications. Some hair has to be a certain length and it has to be in a ponytail. We give this information to the client and they go to an appropriate place. They have their hair cut. Their lovely
locks. Lovely locks.
And put this in the envelope and ship it to whichever company you would like to ship it to.
All right, well, I guess our next step now is to chop, chop.
Raymond, how are you feeling?
Nervous.
Why are you feeling so nervous?
Well, because I haven't had a girl touch my hair in a while.
Oh, jeez. All right, we've got pigtails on Raymond here. We're gonna get ready and clip the first one. And Dave, I wanted to ask you, have you done this before?
I've never done this before.
So this is your first time too?
My first time.
All right, well, I think we should do it. Okay.
Let's do it.
Whichever one.
Dun, 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 dun. It's
almost
gone. No.
Do you want to hold it?
Goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Look at that.
That's long.
It's long hair.
Any tears?
Almost.
Have you cut hair this long before?
Yeah, there's been definitely some epic haircuts coming through my door, but this is pretty good. I haven't done this in a long time. This is a lot of hair.
Do you think there's going to be some sort of style that kind of comes out of this?
I pity the fool who doesn't want shop.
There could be. I think he wants to go to the ball. It's not going to be very creative on my part.
Okay, moment of the truth.
Here we go.
Come on, what do you see? What do you see?
Holy jeez. Oh my God.
How's that feel?
It feels like it's so funny.
Awesome. So, final step is what?
Mailing it.
Mailing it.
We gotta mail it.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So you deserve to wear your daffodil. Probably need a hat, hey?
Let's go buy a hat.
Words with Mayor McKay.
The City of Nanaimo recently presented to Council a financial statement which included, among many other things, staff salaries and increases that happened between 2013 and 2014. And I've heard a lot of talk in the community. People may be surprised at, first of all, how much city staff make, how much the increase was, one in a range of about 18%. And I heard you, Bill, at the beginning of your campaign say that the city needs to be run like a business, and I don't know any business that gives staff wage increases of 18%. There's some things going on behind the scenes perhaps that we don't know about?
No. So on these wage increases that you refer to, there were two things that happened last term with the previous council. One was to put a definitive compression rate between what a person on the shop floor makes versus what their supervisors make. And that was the first time that's ever been done in Nanaimo. So there might have been some adjustments in there with people who were readjusted due to that. Compound that with the fact that we negotiated a collective agreement with QP, and those were done based on the other settlements in the area on Vancouver Island and in the Lower Mainland. So they're not out of line with other settlements.
And how are salary increases and starting wages determined in the get-go, from the get-go?
Well, if you've got about a day and a half, I could show you the comparisons and how they're done. It's on a responsibility, number of reports, budget responsibilities, a whole litany of determinations. And it's not unlike what is done in other municipalities, at Island Health, other government agencies, the province. It's all done on a scale, on the point system. So this many points, you make this much money.
And do you get feedback about this information from the community when you're out and about? Are people talking about this that you hear?
Yes, they are.
You can see the concerns or hear the concerns?
Sure they are, because based on a number of the service jobs that you have in Nanaimo and a number of the private employers, they compare those salaries. However, if we look at your quote earlier about public and private, we've had people in Nanaimo, private businesses, who've lost employers or employees to other private businesses who are paying them significantly more than what they're getting in Nanaimo. We've seen situations, for example, in the oil patch, where people have been robbed from Nanaimo and they go to Alberta and they're making double what they were making in Nanaimo. So that's private versus private.
I think the average salary increase is in alignment with increase in cost of living, inflation. Looking ahead to next year, is that normal? A double-digit percentage increase for staff? Will that happen again?
No, absolutely not. No, this was a two-tiered adjustment based on the fixing of compression rates between bargaining unit employees and management, and the compounding with the salary settlements, which were only 2%.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Clarifying a lot of things there. And next time we talk to you, hopefully some big news about Slide the City.
Hopefully.
Maybe next time.